I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today this is a little bit different. I had a question asked of me. It's kind of hard to answer, and why is because it's about Henry. They asked me what was my favorite Henry to use for shooting, like for targets and stuff and plinking, like I do with Shootin' Plink. That's why they asked me. Well, every Henry that I've got is a favorite. So I guess I have to go with the elimination process of, well, for one thing, the mare's leg. And yet mare's leg would be on top if it was SBR'd. But I'm talking to you right now about something that would be pretty much basic or not cost you a fortune to do something a little different. Of course, the SBR part, you have to go through all the licensing and all that sort of stuff, and it ends up costing at least $200 more to put this gun together just to have the full-size buttstock on it. And having that full-size buttstock on that mare's leg, you just would not believe how nice that thing is to shoot. It's just absolutely super for plinking and target shooting. So that one would be right at the top, but again, that one's out. So now what do? Well, if you're just talking Henrys, it's going to be lever action to me because I'm not a fan of the pump, so that's out. Bolt action, it's for the kids on that. That's just a youth gun. So, as you know, carbines are my favorite. So we're going to narrow this down, and like I said, it's extremely hard, and of course this 22 LR we're going to be talking about. The 17 HMR works too, but right now we're talking about basic plinking and target shooting again. So we're going with the 22 LR. And since we're going with carbines, I gotta have two. That's all there is to it. I cannot narrow it down any further. And I've got them right here in my new Henry cases. In fact, that's something you want to do. Get yourself a good case, and these Henry cases are excellent. They're made by Allen, which is made in the USA. And Allen makes a very good case. I've got other Allen cases that are a little bit bigger so that I can put my scope with my Henry long rifle. Now that long barrel one, the Frontier long barrel, yeah, that's another one that's very good. But we're talking about basic plinking and shooting, target shooting. Well, let's see, which one I got first here? This one I put together myself. This is the Henry Youth Golden Boy. Very good, what I call carbine. And as you'll see, I put the loop lever on it, and I also have the Skinner Express sight. And there's another thing. Due to that, another very good one, which I do not have, I used to have one, is they call it a small game carbine. I called it a target carbine because that's what I shot it with, and that was very good, and it comes with the Skinner Peep Sight already. Skinner Peep Sights, I definitely recommend that, but another one here I'm going to talk to you about is the open sight, and it's basic all the way through. But with this one, I changed out the sight, had Skinner put that on because they will drill and tap it and mount it for you, and I put a loop lever on it, and I also did my own wrapping right here. And we're going to be shooting these, and I'm going to show you how they work. But that's one of my favorites right there. A Youth Golden Boy. Love it for target shooting. And especially with that Skinner Peep Sight again. Now, the other one, and people don't think about this one, but I'll tell you, this was designed by Evil Roy himself. And now you know what it is. It's an Evil Roy. That's right. And I've had people say they didn't know what Evil Roy is, and I've had other people say they've got one and they absolutely love it. And so do I. This one has got all the open iron sights to it. I think I've got it adjusted well. Again, it's got the loop lever because it is a carbine. Extremely smooth, this gun. I really like this. And we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be shooting today. I think we'll shoot from 25 yards. I'll set up some plinking bottles back here. We'll shoot at those, and then we'll put up some steel way about 50 yards away and see how it does there. And we're going to be shooting, by the way, CCI quiet ammo. So there's only 710 feet per second. So that's going to show you too how this works. And it may not do real well with the bottles. We're just going to find out. I might have to move a little bit closer to get them knocked over, but we'll find out. And as I said, we're going to shoot these two guns and I'm going to show you what they'll do. So without any more talking, let's go shoot. Okay, you're back here 25 yards with me. I put 10 rounds in because we're going to use these over in the 50-yard range too. I'm not going to do a lot of shooting, just to show you what it'll do. This is the Evil Roy, by the way. So, well, it did get it. You hit it. Just didn't want to knock it over. Okay, that's the Evil Roy. Now, I'm going to set those back up, and then we're going to give the little golden boy a try. Okay, we got the little golden boy now with the peep sight. Okay. Now let's go see what it'll do on 50 yards. Okay, as you can see, I've zoomed you in on actually both targets. I've got one about 30 yards. That's a silhouette that I can barely see because of some stuff in my way. And the other is going way up there at 50. So I've got the Evil Roy here first. Let's see what we can do with it. One thing too, while we're at it, this is, like I said, this is quiet ammo. I think I told you that, but that's what we were shooting, the CCI quiet. So that was on the 50-yard one I just hit, but it's a little bit more difficult because that 710 velocity don't quite get there. Let's hit the 30 one. That one should be easy. Yeah, that one I knew it could hit easy. Of course, it was hitting the 50 anyway. I don't really know how many rounds I got in here for sure. Yeah, there's the 50 again. And actually, what I'm doing, we'll go back here to that 30. Yeah, that one's pretty easy to hit, that 30 with this, especially this Evil Roy. I think we still got some more. Hit that 30 again, I guess. That one's pretty easy. I'd like to know where I'm hitting it though on it. I think I'm out there. Yep, that was the last one I used on the 30. So let's try the little golden boy now. See what we got going there. Try this on the 30 first. Yeah, got that one. And then we'll go for that 50. Yep. Yeah, she's doing pretty good on the 50. So we'll hit that 30 again, just for the heck of it. And we'll go back 50. Yeah. I don't know what I got here. Yeah, I had another one. That might have been the last one. Yep, that's the last one in here. You can see what both guns did. Like I said, I like any Henry. It don't make any difference. Again, this is the little Golden Boy, and I turn it into, it's a Golden Boy Youth. I turn it into a Golden Boy carbine. Nothing really different. The only thing is I got a peep sight, a loop lever, that's it. And it's leather wrapped. I did that myself. And over here, I've got the Evil Roy. And like I said, again, I was using just the regular open iron sights that come on it. And it does have a rail, by the way, in case you want to put some sort of an optics or something like that on it. So you can do that with it. But both guns are really good, and pretty much, as I said, any Henry. And to give you an idea, here a while back, you may have, in fact, if you haven't seen the video, subscribe. It's right over in here, I think. Little picture of me and Pepper. Just hit subscribe. And you can go back and look at some of the videos there, and we did one with the Rogala family. And I presented them with a Henry Frontier with a Skinner Peep Sight on it. Now, they actually picked what they were wanting. They didn't know they were picking it, but they did. They were out shooting with me, and I was letting them shoot the different types of Henrys I had. And it just so happened that the kids liked that Frontier. They picked it over the Golden Boy. I did let them try the Golden Boy, and Lauren, who is the main one that shoots, she said, I like that, and I like the Skinner sight. And Andy Larson says, Lauren gets her gun, we get a Skinner sight on here. And so I took care of the gun with the Frontier, and it's a standard Frontier. It shoots very good. It was my first Henry. In fact, I've still got my first Henry, which was a Frontier, and it does have a peep sight on it, a Skinner Peep Sight. And so that is a very good gun too. I probably would put it right along with these. It does have a little bit longer barrel, which is fine. So I guess I'd have to say there's three, because that Frontier is really a favorite of mine. And so we'd put the Henry Frontier, the Evil Roy, and the Golden Boy Youth. And you know, if you can, and spend a little bit extra money, get the loop lever, which is on the Henry market, shopping market area that they've got. They've got a little Henry store. I think it's called Memorabilia now, or something or other like that. And so you can do that. In fact, you can get these cases that I've been talking to you about on there. And while we're talking about cases, yes, you should have a case for your gun. But also another thing that I like to do is a silicone sleeve. You get a silicone type sleeve, and get one that's expandable so that it can even go over some scopes. And this is really good to keep them stored in, as far as like you have your cabinets and that, where a lot of times you notice you'll bring it out, you bang your stock or something, and it upsets you a bit because you just banged up your stock or whatever, you hit another one with it. Well, with these it's not like that, because the silicone sleeve covers all that, plus it has that treatment in it that keeps the nasty stuff away from it that you don't want them to have. So that's another thing for you too. And again, like I said, make sure you got a good case, especially when you're transporting them, because you have to have these guns in a case when you're transporting them. And what better case to have than a Henry if you have a Henry, because that would designate it from one or the other. Anyhow, that's just some extra stuff I wanted to give you. And again, if I was selecting a rifle for somebody to shoot and Plink with, a 22 LR, I would go with the three I just mentioned. The Frontier, which is the standard barrel, that's a 20-inch barrel on it, and these smaller rifles, these carbines, the Evil Roy, and also the Golden Boy Youth. That's the three: Frontier, Golden Boy Youth, and Evil Roy. So there's my pick for my Henrys that I would say for anybody to get that wants to use it for shooting and plinking. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.